Whether it's through their 200-plus concert gigs each year, their public radio show, or the brief time they spent as part of television's Saturday morning lineup, Nashville's Riders in the Sky have been seen and heard by hundreds of thousands of people. That's not bad for four guys who never actually rode with the herd or wrangled a horse. But Riders in the Sky have almost single-handedly brought back the cowboy way, and they've won 2 Grammy Awards in the process. These 50-ish white-headed good guys grew up on Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, and the Sons of the Pioneers, and their music reflects this heritage. Douglas Green, who is better known as Ranger Doug, founded Riders in the Sky in 1977, taking the name from a Sons of the Pioneers song.
The old-time cowboy songs are kind of like Charlie Russell paintings, and Remington paintings. They're all about action and adventure and stampedes, and the stuff that appealed to me were kind of like the Bierstadt paintings, the huge sweeping portraits of the West, and that's what got me excited about it, just that romantic image.
Too Slim, whose real name is Fred LeBour, is the other original member of Riders in the Sky. He vividly remembers their first gig together at a now-defunct Nashville night spot called Herr Harry's Franks and Stein.
There was a bell at the end of the bar, and when they liked something that we did, they'd ring this bell, bing, 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 and they all it was great. But we had a campfire and saddles and stuff, and we started doing shtick, right from the get-go. And at the end of the night, we got $25.
$25, yeah.
And so we each took $8, and then there was $1 left, and we split it. We tore it in 3 pieces, and each guy took a piece of the $1 bill, which I carried for until it became, there was not one thread left. I carried that in my wallet. It was kind of a metaphor for the career. It was all for one and one for all, and we're going to make this work somehow.
Biographer Don Cusic says Riders in the Sky initially found their audience in baby boomers who fondly remembered the TV westerns of their youth. But he doesn't discount the Riders' dedication to the cowboy way.
They'd quit their jobs, and of course Doug was chopping wood trying to make some money, and they had wives working, but they were broke, but they had dedicated themselves to being singing cowboys, to taking this act as far as it would go. And they did it. I mean, if you work that hard, assuming you've got the talent, your dreams can come true.
After having several other group members come and go, Riders in the Sky eventually caught the attention of fiddler Paul Chrisman, dubbed Woody Paul, whose Ph.D. in physics took a second place to his love of country music.
I was strongly influenced by local artists like Sam and Kurt McGee and Roy Acuff and all the guys at the Opry, and I started going up there when I was an early teenager and just always loved acoustic music and played the fiddle and banjo and guitar, and that's what I really always wanted to do. Wound up going to college because all the guys down at the Opry said, go to college, don't do this. And so when I got out of college, I came back and said, I need a job. And of course, we all met around town here in the music community and started playing together and started wearing cowboy hats. And man, when we put on the hats, we just flew off.
Ranger Doug, Too Slim, and Woody Paul played off each other beautifully. 3 serious musicians whose humor was anything but serious. The act was complete with the addition of Joey Miskelin, an extraordinary accordion player whose musical ad-libs add another dimension to the Riders' comedy shtick.
We got Joey through the Federal Witness Protection Program. They asked us to help him disappear, and it worked out great. No one knows whatever happened to Joey.
That's right.
Making a living doing something you love is nearly everyone's dream. But for Riders in the Sky, it goes even deeper, paying homage to a larger-than-life American ideal, which otherwise might have been forgotten.
26 years ago, there wasn't much on the cultural radar that had to do with Western music. Was there, Ranger Doug?
Not too much. There's a little bit of nostalgia. We just never felt that way about it. We felt it was a living tradition. We wanted to keep creating in it, writing songs and skits that were like the old ones, but yet had a touch, brought our own thing to it. And it was, we've kept that tradition alive, and I'd like to think we've kind of brought it back some.
For Nashville Public Radio, I'm Rebecca Bain.
I'm back in the saddle saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lowly Jimson weed. Back in the saddle